Hey there guys, it's Too Old for Gaming. Today we're playing on Shchedrin and I am playing as the French Groupement Dody. And I'm going to be working with Kirkland here to take the right side town. Our Mosquito's spotting many trucks coming in here. It looks like enemy fighters are coming in as well. I have these little recon planes with 12 9-kilogram bombs. We'll see if we can get him off before he gets shot down by BF-109s. Hellcat's taking lots of fire, but they are definitely resistant. Let's see if we can make it. Bombs away! One casualty. Alright, so we've got M3 37mm anti-tank guns set up on the road here, and SPW-234s heading our way. The 10/4s are gonna probably knock my plane out. Nope, he gets away right before he gets knocked out. So I'm starting off with these Pioneer teams up front. They don't have any LMGs, but if he tries to move infantry through, we'll be able to take him down. ME-410 coming down to knock out. Oh, it takes out our M3 37mm. I do have a 57 up here. Our other 37 got knocked out. Looks like the enemy has got gun placements on the road as well. We have a scout team up here spotting all this back here. All the enemy fighters have been pushed off. We do have a FFI 25mm AA gun back here. If you look at my setup down the road, I've got a front line of Pioneers sort of hiding in buildings so they can throw their satchel charges. And then we have these basically standard infantry teams. I do have some N5 light tanks. I've moved up to the front line, and some of these M8 support vehicles as well. So it looks like we're going up against other Frenchmen here, unfortunately. So these guys don't have LMGs either and have less men, but I still pull them off and we'll bring in the FM-24. We should be able to suppress these guys, so I don't think they're going to last too long. They're not going to get in close enough to use those Molotovs either. Friendly artillery landing on that PAC-40. Going to get him fully suppressed here in a second. So French continue to push forward here. We got our saboteurs who just blew up an entire party. And we've got some Forcemen Americans back here too. So what do we got firing back here? So we got a 75mm howitzer shooting at the enemy. And then there's an SPW-234 Puma here who's just causing us problems. We don't have any anti-tank outside of this guy right here and the M37 back here. So he's set up to ambush. If he comes this way, we can push him off. I do have more coming in. These are inexpensive. They're 30 points. And they're effective against light armored vehicles still. So I believe they come in a Jeep too, so they can get up the front line quickly. Although the Flame Panzer, we knock out the loader, but we're just bouncing rounds right off the front of that tank. We get a penetration on that one, we might knock him out here. We do. And then our M8 here spots these guys with a dual machine gun. Should be able to easily take him down. Up here, Schulpo teams in close to saboteurs. Probably going to blow another one up. I just saw that grenade bundle go off, so he gets knocked out. We got more and more coming forward here from Kirkland. So my 37 not going through the Panzer IV right now, but artillery falling on him. Ooh, artillery got him. So I dropped the attack beacon on the 37 here, AA gun, so we can try to get our air support back in. At the moment, I just have the single recon plane here. Enemy artillery falling in our position. I've got more and more infantry squads coming in here. I want to say these are 20, yep, 20 points for 12 men. It's not bad. So we can see more trucks heading our way. I don't know. There's no recon down here, so that's all from the scout guy up here. I'm bringing in another AT gun. We've got 81mm mortars back here, 75, and then we've got these 81mm mortar cars. So they're just getting absolutely plastered with mortars over here. 50 kills dueling the MG42. I don't know who will win here. He's in the house. So he's got a Panzer 38T too, so peels off. So I haven't given a whole lot of love to this division. I don't think I've actually produced a video using Dody before. So this may be a first. We do lose that little recon aircraft. There's only 2 cards of tanks in this deck. So I am tagging all of his anti-aircraft while we can see it. IG-33 shooting down the road. That's going to give us headaches. Forcemen get caught out in the open here. Not moving. There they go. So the IG-33 just smashing our front line right now. Rifles leader manages to take out the Puma. Jeez. We got to do something about him. So Panther can see down the road, by the way, so that's why this guy's here. These guys might get knocked out. His sight's damaged, though. Nice shooting at the M5. Right now we're locked in at an 18-14. The shark... My Stewart got taken up at the IG-33. I told him to retreat, because we were just getting hammered here. $20 mil goes down. Just really got to take out this IG-33. So, enemy MG-42 firing at somebody. Probably not the scouts team. These guys over here. Tempest gets a good bombing run in on these Panzergrens. I have some M8 Greyhounds moving forward here with the radios. And more of these M5 Stewarts. Bowfighter gets in, gets on target, takes out 3 men. And friendly artillery finally landing on the IG-33, and we take him down. So great team play here. Looks like the other team, though, doing a good job of team playing again, just like us. So makes it for a fun match. 50 cal getting nailed by this Panzer IV. And Pioneers are going up against these militia teams, and we end up winning that battle. You can see everything's been devastated over here. Now, the nice thing about these airborne 6-pounders is that they do have high explosive shells. And I want to say in this deck you can select if you want with high explosive or APCR. Larger caliber howitzer rounds coming down in on our position. Not hitting us, though. Except for our leader right here. Greyhound's dueling this T-70 capture. Let's see what happens. Both get a hit. Moving up the M5 to back him up. And they trade. Bummer. So more and more infantrymen coming up. Unfortunately, a howitzer shell hits that truck. Got 2 men left. I've got more trucks heading that way. I don't think no artillery yet. I do have some reconnaissance moving forward too. And again, just continuing to mark. We're doing a good job as a team marking things. Probably take out that guy. So Stewart's doing his job, taking down these Panzergrens. Got just a little vision slit here. And these Pioneer teams are only 8 men. Not the strongest, but they're 20 instead of 25 points. So we're in Phase B now. I hear friendly aircraft coming. You've got a Beaufighter from Kirkland heading in. Direct hit. I think he took out that whole squad. But this 10/4 is going to cause us headaches. And the AS-42 is actually not half bad. So everything here pretty heavily damaged at this point. I am going to bring in the M10A1. So we have a little bit more anti-tank capability and then another M8. Let's take a look around. So we've maintained control of our sector of the hill in this area. We're almost pushed out of the town. We don't have the intersection, but we do have... Alright, so we get these are really winning it for us, these 3 flags back here. We've got an elephant up here now who's getting fired on by the M5, but unfortunately he goes down. Beauforts might be able to take out the Puma, I'm not sure. Still dealing with another MG42 emplacement up here in the building. Literally everyone here is suppressed. We're at a 2012 though with 11 minutes to go. Looks like enemy rocket fire coming in from this guy. What a great game. So, Ox and Bucks, I'll start moving my Pioneers up too. I'd really like to capture this flag next to the bridge over here. So my M10's almost there, and I put my recon team. I noticed we had 0 recon over here. So put my recon team here. I don't have an AT gun that can go over 1500. This guy can, I think. Yeah, 1750. But I'm gonna have him looking down the road here. Try and take out guys. Lots of land shoots and out in the open here. My artillery just got here, so I do have a 155 long time, which there are a lot of trucks that got out here, and he's got more on the way. So I just figured that's a good area to drop these shells on. So my M8 here, placed on the road, keeping the Sturm group from getting across. I know these guys are only 25 points, but if you can keep them from dying, they have a decent amount of firepower. So, concentrated artillery just pushing these guys off. And they're disheartened. I didn't see an MP around there, so they're gonna fall back or get killed off. Another Tempest strike takes out another squad of Panzer Grenadiers. Mobile wagon. Don't know if he got destroyed or not. So we're inch by inch making progress. They did push us back a little bit right here. A single rocket. What's that gonna do? That was weird. So we got Little Johns moving up to the front. They should be able to take care of these light tanks here. My M3 though takes out the Panzer IIIG. Unfortunately, he gets killed off. Although it could have been the 50. No, it wasn't the 6-pounder. So this guy's the only anti-tank I see in the area here. But if he comes up that way, remember we got the M10 right here. ADGZ firing away at my pioneers and my infantry teams. That Pack 40 is not going to be around very long. Goes down. And friendly off map. Looks like emergency fire coming in on this position. So the M10A1 is spotting a tank out here, but we don't know what it is. Not knowing what he is, I decided to peel off. He's bouncing rounds with the 6-pounder. I'd say that 76.2 is like the M7 gun's a little bit better, but not by much. I've got him back on the road here, but hiding from that direction. Second off map coming in this time. Looks like a regular fire. That was a huge explosion over here. So I'm having to move my M10 back again. Now I do have the M3 105s. I was really worried about the truck getting sniped coming in this way, so I'm basically walking him up. He's, I think, the only 2K thing I have in this entire deck. And I do like these. These are very effective for anti-infantry. Assault groups working their way forward here. A lot of M1 Garands going off. So they also have these Willie Pete, so they can take out tanks too. Redirected my artillery up here. And these guys are all going to get pinned down. More artillery coming in. Looks like he was maybe going for these 3-inch mortars. Although that might hit my trucks coming in. The Montagnards. So they get knocked out but not killed. So I've got another M10 tank destroyer moving up. The 155 I've redirected over to that 82mm rocket launcher. These guys unfortunately bailed out right on it, but that landed right next to him. He didn't take a casualty, maybe because they were already pinned down. Not sure. Airborne assault team really doing good work against all these pioneers and land shoots. And M5's getting taken out by the elephant. You know, the elephants are great, but I don't know if it's worth investing that many points when you're facing up against infantry-focused divisions on a anti-tank unit. And these guys are just getting caught out in the open now. Light French capture tanks heading our way. ME-410 tries to do a strafing run, but might get shot down. Well, they're pretty big. Here comes a Tempest on his tail. And he peels off because of the enemy anti-aircraft fire. So my howitzer started to get hit as soon as I had him up here firing by enemy artillery. So all the pioneers getting pushed out of the town here. I got these sappers in. These guys are super strong. Definitely bring these with your deck. 35 points, so they're expensive, but they have Raider trait. They've got bazookas. They've got TNT, 2 BARs, and 9 rifles. Like, they're really super strong. I mean, that's why they're so expensive, but we're going to see them do good work against all this enemy armor. 17-pounders firing at this 35S. So this guy, I'm just going to try and hold him here We can cut anyone off coming our way. In phase C now with 4 minutes to go, 2012. So he just took out another tank with that guy. Third off map from the team coming in. One 5.2s. So both the other guys playing over here have 17 pounders, so they've been pretty effective at keeping any heavy armor away. And it looks like, oh no, the elephant moved back. Is he damaged at all yet? No, not a scratch. I think we're in a little bit of a lull here. I see some trucks coming in, but let's take a look down the line while we've got some time. We've managed to push over the hill, capture their sector here, capture the town, capture the bridge, still maintaining control of the hill and this light forest, so things really not going well for the Axis in this one. He's got 105s up here in view. So I've got my BAR team moving forward here. They also have a bazooka, so we can deal with this 38T. M3 gets nailed by artillery. I'm really interested to see at the end of this how well those light AT guns did. Sappers getting pinned down, but maintaining their position. Forceman BAR just get tore up by this Panzer. Are we close enough to throw our... Yeah, we did. Alright, so the Rona shoots and are dead. And we are reloading our TNT. So I brought in a 50 cal, and he got blown up trying to bring him to the front line. I did bring in a 60mm mortar to lay on this position and suppress these guys too. This guy just... I'm sorry, he took so many losses here today. Panzer IV, get a bounce on the front there. I don't know what it was. Thought it was a 17-pounder. So my suppression bar's back down, so the two BARs going off in these Rona shoots, and I'm just dropping, I want to say 155s right here. You can see that big explosion. T-26 goes down to, I think, the 88. Things getting a little dicey for us, but we're still in a hiding type of position. 30 seconds to go. Oof. So, I finally get spotted here. My M10's firing at somebody. Oh, it's the Churchill, I think, firing at this guy. Unfortunately, these guys are pinned now. And we have a minor victory after 24 minutes and 22 seconds. We've captured 23 out of 32 objectives. Let's take a look at our team stats. I didn't do a whole lot, guys. Sorry. Let's see what the other guys around me did. I think this was another one, and then we had Kirkland, who had a lot more kills. Let's take a look at the kill list here. So we got the B2 with a 37. We got a truck with another one. We got a 234 with another one. Let's see. Pioneers took out a few. 155s took out a couple vehicles with infantry. They might have been on the ground. Rifle teams, M10 took out a T-70, Sappers took out 2 tanks, and the Ronashoots and the M8 took out another militia team. Here on the enemy side, 81s, 105s, 81s, 120s. I guess this 105 probably did the most, hitting our 37. So experience-wise, we did 3% of the kills, with 9% of the command points and 8% of the casualties. I realized my performance on this one was probably below par, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun replay. I hope you guys did too. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.